Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a video for Pink and Main. I am guest designing for them for the month of August, and I'm just doing one project, and I'm going to be doing a layout, and I'm using a picture of my daughter at the beach last year. It's just right before we went out onto the beach. There is like the bathroom and the steps and stuff to get to the beach. Well, she was like looking over the balcony or whatever, looking at the water, and I decided to grab a picture or take a picture. So that is what the photo is, and I'm using a stencil from Pink and Main. It is called Puffy Heart. And I really love this stencil. It's super cute. So I'm going to go all the way down the center of the page. Off camera, I did mat a piece of white cardstock on a piece of black cardstock. The 6x6 paper pad that I'm going to be using is called Beach Babe, which is perfect for this photo. It's nice bright colors, but it has some small pops of black in it. So that's why I wanted to bring in the black background, or matte the white on the black, just to bring in that black again. When you think of a beach picture, at least I do, I think of bright fun colors, but I really like how that black contrasts with the bright fun colors. So I'm using Distress Oxide ink in Mustard Seed. I just got it recently. This is the first time that I used it, and I'm in love with it, you guys. It's such a pretty yellow, and it matches this collection perfectly. The yellow in this collection is this exact yellow, so I was super happy with that. So at first I was thinking that I was going to use multiple colors of Distress Oxide inks, but in the end I just decided to use the Mustard Seed because I really liked it. So right now I'm just flipping through the 6x6 paper pad, and as you can see, the colors are super nice and bright, and I wanted to bring in some that had that black in it as well. And I also wanted to bring in one that was more just of a one color, like a tone-on-tone pink, which is what that is, which I'm going to put right behind the photo. And then I'm going to do a couple more layers behind the photo as well. So yeah, I really love the way that this layout came together. It does take a little bit of time because of the inking, and then you'll see a technique that I'm going to do here shortly that takes a little bit of time, but I thought that it would be fun to leave in the video just to show you guys something different. So this is really all I had planned out. So I only had the stenciling planned and then the layers behind the photo. I had no idea what I was going to use for my title. I had no idea what or how I was going to embellish. I knew that I wanted to use the glossy dots from Pink and Main, which is what they sent me, and they match so perfectly with this collection as well. They have that blue, yellow, and pink in it, and so I knew I wanted to use those as well. But right now I'm just looking through my thickers and trying to find something that would work as a title. Now I found these stickers that were white foam, and it's what I'm going to use are the Sweet and the Moment. So they're white. However, I decided to use my alcohol markers. I had to think there for a second. I used my Copics, but I also have some Spectrum Noir, and they're all old. I've had them for years, and so I just was like, you know what? I've seen Mercy Tiara do this before. Let me try this out. So I'm looking through some of my pinks that I have, and I'm trying to figure out which one matches. So I pick the one that I want to use, and I started to color it. And at first my thought was just to color it one color, and then I had this idea of doing an ombre, so doing a darker to a lighter color. So now I'm kind of testing out some more pinks to try to find one that will work. And this one is more of like a little bit of a corally pink, but it really fades nicely, and I love the way that it looks. I absolutely am ecstatic with the way that this turned out. Yay! I'm so excited because I've seen Mercy Tiara do it quite a few times, and I've always wanted to try it, but I've just never really thought about it. Like in the moment while I'm making a layout, I just don't think about it. But this time I'm glad that I did, because I really, really like the way that it looks, and it's custom and it matches, but it just brings a little bit of something extra. So next I'm going to bring in that like bluish aqua color, and I'm going to bring in a darker one and a little bit of a lighter one. Now I will say that it does kind of soak into the foam, and I had to go over each color a couple of times to get it the desired color that I like. So once it dried, you just kind of go back over it a couple times, and that's what I'm doing here. So it dries really fast actually. So at first I was worried when I was pulling them off of this plastic. I was worried that it was going to like transfer the ink to my fingers, but it didn't. Actually, in the video, you might see me kind of like pull up my fingers to look if it did, but it didn't. So it's really, really a small ombre on the moment. It's really not as apparent as the sweet, but I'm okay with that because I really didn't have any aquas that were like super dramatic different. They were all kind of similar in color, or really, really close in color. And so there is the title. I really, really love the way that that looks, and it just kind of pops off the page. So I had it kind of go where it's kind of going around the picture, not completely around the picture, but just kind of framing that corner. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere that down right there. And I'm really not honestly going to do a whole lot of embellishing. I feel like the stuff that I did was a lot. This is a one photo layout. However, I want that photo to stand out because this is just a special moment. So here I am using those glossy dots, which are just like enamel dots, but they're shiny, and they're really, really pretty. So I'm going to use those in a couple places. And then I'm also going to bring in some washi tape. I was looking for my thread, my black thread to bring in, but it wasn't on my desk for some reason. So I was going to bring that in to kind of ball up behind the picture, but it's okay. So I am bringing in some black polka dot washi. It's like a itty bitty 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 little bitty tiny black polka dots, and I'm going to use it diagonally because y'all know I love a good diagonal. So I have the glossy dots at this diagonal, I have the glossy dots down at this diagonal, and I'm doing the same thing with the washi. So I did just use a clear sticker, and it says "Oh Happy Day" on the photo, and I'm going to bring in a sticker, but I'm going to kind of make it look like washi tape. So it's black and white stripe, and here again I'm bringing in that black, trying to bring in a couple little accents of it just to make it make sense on this page. And then I used a sticker that says vacay at the top. And then the last thing that I'm going to do is bring in some shimmers. Excuse me, I'm sorry you guys. I'm going to bring in some shimmers, colorings in the color No Yoking, and do some splatters. And then that's it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to head over and check out Pink and Main. They have tons of amazing stamps and stencils and papers and all kinds of fun things. So I will leave them linked below so you guys can check them out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to spread love and be kind. Have an amazing day. Bye.